Ever since the Halo franchise was created 24 years ago, we have all wanted to do one thing and one thing only, and that is fly the Pelican, this cool looking dropship. It's used to transport us from point A to point B in the Halo game, and we've always wanted to be able to take it into our own hands and fly it. For years we waited for the ability to fly this amazing creature, and the most we could do was use mods on Xbox or Custom Edition to give us the chance to fly this dropship. Eventually, we did get an official means of flying the Pelican in Halo Reach on the new Alexandria mission. After you do all the objectives, you can press a button to activate a trigger box that will change your Falcon into a Pelican if you fly through it. The Bungie gods have finally graced us with the ability to fly the Pelican, and it was awesome. Being able to fly it on Xbox if you didn't have the ability to mod, being able to go out of bounds and just use the mass of the Pelican to have fun. If you had co-op players with you, you could just have your friends get into the back of the Pelican as well. I had so much fun as a kid with my brother just playing around with this Easter egg and being really happy we could finally fly the Pelican, as it's my favorite vehicle in Halo. The Pelican has the potential to be an awesome addition to Halo's drivable vehicle roster. While this Easter egg was cool, it didn't say it served much of a purpose other than being a large troop transport. You couldn't even use the gun, I don't think, unless you found a glitch to use it. 2 years later, after Bungie escaped Microsoft only to be corrupted by Activision, 343 came in and thought of giving us the ability to fly the Pelican for Halo 4, and they wasted all the potential of it. As a kid, I loved this mission. The Pelican is my favorite vehicle, but now as an adult, I can see this mission for what it is. It's a glorified flying simulator. You would be better off having the AI just fly the Pelican from point A to point B. All you do is fly to each tower, kill a few phantoms, and get out. I won't go into the details because Broken Circle already made an awesome video talking about this, and the details way better than I ever could. So check that out if you want to know more. But it's just sad that we could finally get to fly this Pelican in an official means, and then it's just wasted in this empty void. So how could have the Pelican worked better, and what was the wasted potential that we missed out on here? I think to understand this, we need to look into how Halo's vehicles play in multiplayer. Let's start with Halo 4's multiplayer. Well, at launch, we didn't have the Pelican as an option. Years later in MCC, we got forge options to have it in Halo 4's multiplayer. The Halo 4 Pelican is not balanced for multiplayer for obvious reasons, but it is very fun to use. It really feels like you're flying a powerhouse, as it's a gunship. It has a chin gun, a Spartan laser. The co-pilot can use the Scorpion tank turret. It has 2 other co-op players' seats for the sides, so you can pretty much have... It is pretty much similar to the Falcon at that point. There's also weapons on the side of the Pelican in campaign that you can take out from it. It'd be cool if you could store it as well. The back of it unfortunately doesn't open, so you can't have 8 people fly with you, but it's still a very cool vehicle, and it's genuinely a lot of fun to use in combat, but it isn't fun to be on the receiving end of it if you don't have a broadsword or Pelican with you, which is the same issue the chin gun Falcon in Reach has. So while it's unbalanced, with some tweaking for a multiplayer only version, it could be a real good vehicle to have alongside the others. The Pelican could have been a really fun vehicle to use in Halo 4's campaign, with a whole mission focused on taking down vehicles and targets with this gunship. I could imagine having a whole mission where you're using towers as cover, and it's kind of like a city, like a Forerunner city, and you're just going around the place shooting Covenant and Prometheans. They could have had the potential, but 343 just wasted the Pelican on being a glorified taxi in discount New Alexandria. And it's a shame because the Pelican had the potential to be a great addition to the vehicles in Halo. But thankfully many mods over the years have already realized this potential even before the days of 343. It's a shame Bungie never capitalized on making the Pelican a part of Big Team Battle or a mission with it, because there's a lot of potential here that could have been used. I understand why they didn't do it though. At the end of the day, the Pelican was made to be a dropship for getting people and vehicles from point A to point B. It's not meant to be a vehicle you fly, and most maps wouldn't even be able to fit it because of how large it is, and it's a large vehicle, so you have to make a huge space for it to fly in, compared to the Hornet or Banshee, which are much smaller. I mean, most of the maps in Halo wouldn't be able to actually fit the Pelican. I mean, if you looked at any rebalance mod that adds it in, it's kind of hard to move around with it. Despite this, a lot of people in the modding community wanted to make the Pelican flyable, so many mods have already done it. It would have been impossible to go over everyone who has done this, because every Halo modder who has started has done this task of making it flyable, so I'll just go over some favorite examples that I've seen throughout my experience of playing mods, and if you had any that you liked personally, tell me in the comments. Going back to the start with Custom Edition, one of the most popular maps to have flyable pelicans was Huge Ass. And with it, the Pelican could transport people around the map, use a chain gun, and fire missile pods. It didn't have any damage states like most vehicles in Combat Evolved didn't have any, but it served the purpose of letting the player roleplay as Foehammer in Custom Edition, and bringing players to the frontline combats of huge-ass maps while giving air support.
That's how I can explain it.
Next, I want to take a look at the Aerial mod, which has a flyable Pelican as well. It functions differently. It doesn't have missile pods anymore. It now has a general purpose machine gun turret in the back, like in Halo 2, which players can use to give backwards firing support. It still doesn't have any damage states either, which is understandable because they can be a real pain in the ass to make. The Pelican plays differently because of these changes. Despite the lack of missile pods, the chin gun on this thing works great, and you can just hold it down to destroy everything that dares to get into contact with you. It's really fun to use on this map, and it shows how the Pelican could have been put into Halo's multiplayer similar to the huge-ass Pelican. I think the best Pelican mod we have gotten, and the best implementation of it, has to be Rejected Shotgun's Huge Grass Pelican, and his other mods featuring this Pelican. Like before, we have the chin gun, the back turret, with a first-person view that looks really good, and it has tons of seats that can transport players around the huge map. On Huge Grass, it also has missile pods, but I cannot figure out how to use them. I don't know if you need 2 players to use them, like in Reach Pelican's chin gun, or that's how the AI uses it in Halo. They have a second co-pilot to operate the weapon. I think they've been doing that since Halo 2. But either way, it looks great. It also has a boost to get around quicker, and best of all, it has damage states. Damage states so good they fit in line with the rest of Halo 3. A bar of quality I would hope to achieve for my mods one day. You can clip off the wings, cause it to smoke. For comparison, the Halo 4 Pelican only had 2 states of damage where it would get on fire and then be damaged before falling apart like a Mega Bloks Pelican once blown up. This is a huge upgrade, and its destruction is like the Halo 3 Phantom destruction. It's very satisfying to look at. It fits perfectly within Halo 3 and shows what could have been. But it's not what could have been anymore. It's now here, right in our eyes. If only we had modded custom game server browser support so we could actually have a convenient way of getting these mods to people and not having to set up fucking annoying ass game nights trying to get everyone to get all the mods downloaded. It'd be so much better if we had convenient tools for this. Oh no, but that might take away players from Infinite, wouldn't it? Might revive classic Halo. We can't have that now. Before the days of MCC modding and the Xbox mods, we had a lot of people who would make mods that allow flyable Pelicans in Halo 3. I'm sure you guys remember as kids watching these Halo mod videos, wanting to figure out how to play with them and fly the Pelican in Halo 3, being jealous of the people being able to do it in these videos. Some people just attached a Pelican to an existing vehicle or a weapon to fly it, while others found other ways to make it actually flyable. I think it shows how far that we've come, that years ago, the most we could do was stuff like this with the limited tools we have, but now we have usable Halo 3 Pelicans that fit so well within Halo 3 that they actually feel like something Bungie would have made back then. Speaking about Xbox, I'm sure the Xbox players in the audience are a bit upset that the most they can experience in regards to flyable Pelicans is with the Reach Easter egg or Halo 4. However, I have some good news for you, because we do have flyable Pelicans in Reach, and it all works on console without needing to install any mods.
Baryonyx, how long you been here for?
Bullshit. It's gonna be a hot landing. Oh shit. Alright,
Yeah,
we're here.
I
We're
can
here.
feel it.
Oh shit. Oh. Oh shit. Here we are back. With the power of game type script mods, modders have managed to break the limits of Halo Reach's Forge and make game modes that were always wanted by Halo fans. I made a whole video going over these, so check that out if you're interested in seeing more about them. The idea of a flyable Pelican in Reach using these mods has been done before years ago, but now with MCC game type mods, we can do it in custom game server browser, bringing the experience to more people in a very convenient way. Before we get into that, I want to talk about some of the Pelican Forge history. Anytime we have gotten the Pelican as a prop in Halo games since Halo 5, forgers similar to Halo 3 mods have found ways to attach it to existing vehicles to give the illusion of a flyable Pelican, or found ways to get into the seat of the vehicle and fly it for real. Halo 5 and Halo Infinite both have methods for both the Pelicans and Phantoms. Halo Infinite even had a flyable Pelican glitch at one point that 343 later decided to patch. For some fucking reason. I mean, they could have at least given us a small Easter egg to still let us fly it. I mean, it wasn't like it was harming anyone. If the issue was like achievements or whatever, you could have just made the fucking glitch disable achievements. Like, oh my lord. I hate the competitive focus of modern Halo. No fun allowed. Everyone liked this fucking glitch and they had to patch it. At least in the Forge, there were methods to fly the Pelican in both Halo 5 and Infinite's Forge. And these Pelicans play very similar to the Halo Reach Pelicans, so I won't be mentioning or getting details into them. I think it's better we focus on something that's actually good here. With Halo Reach's game type script mods, people finally could bring Reach's Forge on the level of Halo 5 or Infinite's. Well, no, not on the exact same level, I mean, but you can still do crazy shit with these mods, while having people on Xbox being able to enjoy these mods. These things are keeping MCC alive and giving players reasons to come back to Reach. We've had game modes where heavy Pelicans would face off against heavy Phantoms. We've had game modes that have Pelicans flying around the map and dropping off AI troops. But eventually, we got Cantaloupe Zero's Pelican and Phantom script that allows game types to have the Pelican be usable within Reach's multiplayer. Having something previously only able to be done with mods or attaching props to vehicles now is possible. This is my favorite implementation of the Pelican in Halo's multiplayer. You just walk into the circle and you are instantly put into the latest available seat of a Pelican, allowing easy access to the driver or gunner seat of the Pelican. This also can allow anyone to just jump on at any time, so the Pelican now functions as a mobile spawn point, which negates the problem of all of the players having to group up together at spawn and wait for a loadout. Though elites don't have animations to leave the Pelicans, so they get trapped if they get onto it. Now imagine that in Invasion, being able to drop off troops in the battlefield. This reminds me a lot of the transport helis from Battlefield and how they worked. Speaking of Battlefield, I love the attack helicopters in Battlefield, and I wish I could use them more. But what I really like is the cooperation of the attack helicopter. The attack helicopter is one of the best vehicles in the game, only if both pilots in the heli are cooperating. One person has to control the missiles, focus on destroying vehicles, while the other has to take out infantry and give firing support. It's not required to have two people. You can pull off some crazy shit with the attack helicopter without another person.
I have to bookend this, hold on. Oh, bear with me.
Oh! I hit that!
Oh, your audio's fine again.
I hit a freaking jet with a TV missile!
But it's recommended that you have two people, and you work so much better with a friend either piloting it or having you be the gunner taking out the infantry. I bring this all up because I feel cooperation fits perfectly with Halo's vehicles, as you need similar teamwork to make vehicles like the Falcon or Warthog work. The Halo Reach Pelican, you need a second player to operate the turret, which is how it has worked in campaign since Halo 2. The Pelican on its own is a great troop transport. It has the mass to ram into players, but it's a sitting duck without its co-pilot gunning down people, which encourages teamwork, which is very similar to the Falcon. The Reach Pelican has a similar chin gun to the Falcon chin gun, but it's way more inaccurate and has less of a firing rate, which actually makes it more balanced and fun to play against compared to the chin gun Falcon, which wasn't made for multiplayer, but every fucking map on the fucking custom games lobby wants to put it in there until you use it and get a 200 kill streak because it isn't balanced for multiplayer at all. Which is kind of the negative side of putting these vehicles from campaign without balancing them for multiplayer. I mean, at least it's fun when you're not on the receiving end of it. I mean, at least with the Chin Gun Falcon, if you're good with the Banshee, you can take it down, unlike the Halo 4 Pelican, or the Saber/Broadsword, or the Seraph. These scripts also make the Pelican have a destruction, so it doesn't have damage states, but you can blow it up with firepower, making it way more fun to fight. The Reach Pelican has everything it needs to function in Halo's multiplayer, and it's so fun to use. Xbox players can enjoy it, PC players can enjoy it. This right here is potential being realized, and this is how exactly the Pelican works in Halo's multiplayer, and I hope to see more Big Team Battle, Invasion, and other game modes on Reach use these Pelicans and Phantoms because they just feel so good to use. They feel kind of balanced and not too overpowered, as there are many counters to them. The Pelican is a welcome late addition to Reach, and I look forward to playing more custom games with them. If you can find them on the server browser being hosted or finding the maps to host yourself. I'm just happy after all these years we finally have flyable Pelicans, Phantoms, Spirits, for everyone to enjoy in a convenient way. I cannot wait to work on the Xeno Hazaku mission for Halo Zero Graphic Tranquility so I can finally have the flyable Pelican mission I've always wanted. So like always, we are making the Halo we want to enjoy for ourselves. Let me know if you guys want me to cover the Phantom or Spirit, because I could make videos going over how they could work in multiplayer or how they would function. I thought it would be better just to focus on the Pelican for now, kind of like the Watercraft video where I focus on the Covenant first, because it's just a lot to cover. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe. Thank you for watching.